Have I been running my mouth this whole time and talking and nobody's been listening to me? I forgot to turn my microphone on. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, well, back to what I was saying. Yeah, mic check. Can you hear me now? 1, 2. Okay, cool, good. Alright, so let's see. Who else here? Let's see. P3D, PT3D, FP3D, 3D Medic Vince, Wiley, John. Oh, everybody's here. Cool. Alright, so the plan is to work on the 3D printer. Hopefully nothing horribly wrong will go bad while I work on this YouTube. Just couldn't read lips. Fernando. Yep, rewind, start over. Ooh, yes. PT3D is Clyde. Oh, okay. Oh, it's so nice to see everybody. Alright, so I got the parts I needed for the printer today, which is really neat. So I got all the replacement thermistors I needed. I meant to order 1, but apparently it was a kit of 5. So now I have 5 of them. And they're much longer than the 4-inch ones that it came with, which is great all in itself. So we'll be replacing this. Let's wrap these back up. Put these back in the little baggie that they came in. So lighting a little bit better. I know it looks like it's the middle of like the day for me. The hotbed. This is the thermistor. The heated bed is already installed, and hopefully it's correct. I also got a 13-piece kit of hardened nozzles. I don't know why I ended up with 13 pieces, but apparently I got 5 at 0.4, 2 at 0.2. That's like extreme quality there. 2 at 0.8. I got 1.0 millimeter hot ends, nozzles, the hardened. And then 0.6, 2 of the 0.6. So that wasn't a bad kit for $11. Let's see if they're complete garbage, shall we? It was an Amazon middle of the night buy because I was feeling down. Where did the bag go? Let me see what I did with the bag. Oh well. We'll just set these right here for right now. And then I also got Apocalypse Survivor. Hey, what's going on, bud? First time arrival. And I also ended up with a 14-piece kit of the brass nozzles as well. Also, I think I paid under 10 bucks for these as well. And it came with 2.6, 2 1.0, 2.8, 2.4, 2.2, 2.3, and 2.5. I know that was not in any numerical order at all. Yeah, sounds like a party pack. All kinds of stuff. I'll have to print something with the 1.0 at one point. But that isn't much bigger than the filament that I'm using, so I might have to upgrade the filament I'm using. All those small things came in that really big-ass envelope. Somebody seriously needs to talk to the people at Amazon. This thing is freaking huge. And everything in there could have fit in like this little small-ass corner. I don't know why they did so much random stuff. Why they waste such big packages for such little things. But yeah. So how was everybody's day? I was stuck at work for 12 hours. Tell me somebody did something interesting. Whew. All right, so let's see. Did anybody do anything interesting today? Anybody at all? Don't everybody talk at once. All right, let's see. I think what I'm going to do is, because of the length of these, is they're not quite long enough to go all the way from where my hot end is all the way down to where the controller's at. I think I might extend one of them using the wires of another one, so I'll essentially sacrifice one of these. Because let's see, I've got to go all the way up and then down. Yeah, it's not quite long enough. So maybe you'll get to see me burn myself too. Magic goo. Made squad runs and stayed inside as much as we could. I tested magic goo and liked it. Did you see? I ended up with 2 free samples from Earth that I used, and oh man, they're awesome. I definitely have to put in an order for magic goo on the 15th. Got some coding done, watched some good content, and taking it easy this evening. That's good. Taking it easy is always fun. That's my favorite thing to do, is just to relax. But this printer will not fix itself. So here's hoping today we can get it fixed. And I've drug all of you in here with me. That way I have company. And that in case I electrocute myself, somebody can call emergency services. Alright, so we're not going to need all 5 of these. So let's wrap up. Aha, there's the other one. Choke myself. On printers all day like usual. I hear you, Wally. Wiley, I hear you. I'm thinking about it, but... Gloop. Gloop. I know Gloop, actually. I think I have a... Where's my toolbox? Did I lose it? 3D Gloop. That stuff right there, right? PT 3D. I got a, yeah, they were at Earth. They gave me this to try out. I'm going to try it out here on the channel and kind of really put it to the test. And then I'm going to glue a bunch of random crap together. A bunch of PLA and stuff and really test it out. And then I'm going to try to glue PLA to other random things like a refrigerator and a door and stuff like that. Just really test it out to see what I can do with it. Because it's glue and why not? Put that back in my toolbox so I don't lose it or my cats don't eat it. Alright. So, let's see. Oh, did he? Yeah. That stuff is super strong. I think it would definitely work. Are you built? Do you have an R2? Is it a functioning R2, or are you actually going for the full robotic stretch of it? Yeah, I got her. I'm here again. Printing one. Okay. And are you going to make your R2-D2 move? Are you actually going to go through the whole programming bit of it as well? Full build. Okay. Cool. You'll have to let me know how it's going, and when I do my next one, I'll have to get pointers from you. I have built 2 R2-D2s so far, but they've been mostly out of aluminum and metal. What you vaping? There's a local store here that I know all the guys there. It's Strawberry Kiwi from a company called CJ Vapes. Joseph, hey bud, how's it going? Apocalypse Survivor. I love that name. That is such a cool name. Yeah, you'll have to let me know. I'll have to watch it. I'm currently building an R2 as well. Another R2. Like I said, my first one was built out of aluminum. My second one was built completely out of paper. It's a statuette. It doesn't move. I'm building another one now out of paper. Just nicotine. Nothing fancy. None of that CBD oil. Not that I have a problem with it. Personally, what you do with your own time is your business. That's how I see it. But it's just not for me. I prefer to, if I'm going to do anything harsh to my body, I'll just drink. I like rum. Rum is good. Well, I'm seeing a massive trend between people on YouTube and rum drinkers. I think there might be a pattern there. PR3D Joe. Cool. Hey, bud. I've talked to you before on the Country Club. Nice. Welcome, welcome. All right, so let's see. Shall I try to burn myself? Maybe. That's not. That is a joke. If I'm very lucky, I will not burn myself, and I will be much better off for it. So my plan is because I got lucky when I ordered the one replacement thermistor for the V6 nozzle that I have. It was a pack of 5 for like $12, which means either they're really cheap and none of them are going to work, or I'm going to get lucky and it's going to be nice. But since I've got all this extra wire, I won't have to move to the 16 gauge wire that I did before, and I could just keep the same wire all the way through. So essentially what you guys will see me do is solder the wires together, and then I'll do some wire wrapping and kind of go through that. You guys will get to experience that with me. Hopefully it won't be nearly as intimate as I tried to make it sound, because that was a little strange. Alright, so let's see. Did I just crimp the cord? Alright, so first thing I want to do is I want to separate this bit here. Let's see. Yeah, the kit that I bought is from Ziltech, and they sent me because of the thermistor was literally that long. And since my my controller board is all the way at the bottom of the machine, I had to go up and over and then down the side and then to that. So I didn't have enough room, so I had to solder it to 16 gauge AWG wire, which is fine. I mean, it can do it, but you lose a little bit in the middle there. The signal doesn't quite function completely correctly, in my opinion. It will work fine, though. But they sent me like 20 feet of AWG that I used to rewire most of this machine up because none of it was long enough. But now I'm going to actually use the proper wire. I think this is 20 gauge. Yeah, looks like 20 gauge. No. Not nuts. I didn't do it on purpose. If I had the money at the time when I started the project, I would have made sure I got all the correct wire to use. Not as intimate as it sounds. Printer fixing intimacy is what we all come for. Alright, let's see. What did I do with my knife? Alright, let's see. X-Acto blade. Woo! Alright. It's okay. There's no blood. I didn't cut myself yet. Give it time, it's likely to happen. Though I don't drink and operate heavy machinery like an X-Acto knife, so I think we're safe. And yes, I said heavy machinery like an X-Acto knife because I thought it was funny. Oh, absolutely. Of course we're all nuts. Every maker is a little bit insane. But that's because of the sheer fact that I think you have to be a little psycho, a little nuts, just to look at reality and be like, you know what? It's not as good as everybody says it is. I can make it better. I will make something to make it better. It's kind of par for the course, really. It's funny I use a golf term. I don't even play golf. I play putt-putt. I like putt-putt. Putt-putt's fun. It's about as sports active as I get, to be fair. All right. I think they should add paintball and airsoft to the Olympics. That was a random thought, sorry. I reject your reality and substitute my own. That's exactly it. He's a hell of a guy. I would love to meet him. I think he would just be a trip to meet. Oh, so much for saving that first thermistor. I just shattered in my hand. Idiot. That's what happens when you're playing with glass thermistors. They break so easy. Just got several meters of silicone coated wire in a variety pack of colors from my new build. It looks and feels awesome. Super excited. Yeah, I mean, I tend to buy a lot of wire. If I had the time. See, the best thing I've found to use to wire up any extensions for, like, your stepper motors or your thermistors or end stops, I use 20 gauge speaker wire because it's super cheap and you can normally get it for, I think it's 26 cents a foot. Or no, 16 cents a foot. So I would get 100 feet of it at a time. Yeah, I wanted wire. Now I have wire. And I still have 4 thermistors left, so. Alright, where are my wire strippers? Ugh. The joys of being an engineer. I have loads of tools, but I can never find them when I need them. One of these days, I'm going to get one of those fancy little wire strippers that you just stick everything in there and you clamp and it's done. But instead, I'm using these, which is still a hell of a lot better than using a knife to do it. Which I've done. Oh, come on, you're going to be like that. All right. There's one. Here's number 2. The fuck? Sorry, I'm getting quiet on everybody. Alright, cool. So there we go. We have stripped wires. That's probably not enough to solder, but we'll give it a go. See if I don't melt my face off. And then we'll go to this one. Go right to the end. That way I've got the maximum amount of stuff to play with. And let's try to do this the old-fashioned way. Let's see. So do you guys cap your wires or do you solder them? See, that was less struggle. Ugh. Banggood has great ones for $25. I have one of them and they work great. Yeah, I might just have to settle down and get a good set. Poof, done. That was so much faster. All right. Oop, what was that? Announcement from Nova Labs. Interesting. All right. So let's get my soldering iron. And we'll chit chat while I heat that up. It's my soldering iron in my bag. The moment you realize you're not nearly as organized as you think you are. Fancy clippers. I'm missing one of them. That's new. Oh well. Let's see if I can turn this down a little bit. All right. Take one side. Let's see. I cat things, reading screw terminals, and solder and shrink otherwise. Yeah, that's how I am. I made myself a homemade studio light from some LED strips that I cut down. I had just stripped like 90 to 110 wire ends. And after that, I ordered some proper strippers. Yeah, that would pretty much do it every time. Now I'm going to split these up because I am the guy, and I've done it before, is I'll get into a rhythm of doing this, and then I'll solder two ends of the same wire together and then be super pissed at myself. Because I get into a rhythm and I just stop thinking about it. Alright, so where's my soldering iron? What did I do with that thing? Set my headphones down. Not that I really need my headphones. It's not like I'm using them much. There's my soldering iron. And for safety, where's my... Uh-oh. That's not good. Solder. Flux. Bearings. Okay. Well, looks like I'm just gonna have to be extra careful. Several metals of silicon coated wire. Did everything back up on me or re-update or something? Let's see. So, okay, after I got dentures, I had to buy proper strippers. Or custom tips. Alright, whoops. Okay. my keyboard out of the way. They pulled apart my stand. I don't know why, but they did. Do I even have any shrink? Ooh, that sucked. There's my speaker. Finding everything today. Let's move my microphone out of the way a little bit. Okay. All right. It looks like my chat screen might be out of sync with everything else. Let's get this to reconnect just to be sure that we're all on the same page. Maybe it's too small. I don't know. Ah, it's a lovely smell. Alright. Oh, darn. My hot end's all goofed. This might be a little bit more complicated than I thought it was going to be. Doesn't look like I'm getting quite hot enough. That's poor video quality. I do apologize for that. Are you not getting hot enough? There you go. I completely screwed my hot end, I think. I should file it out. Let's see. Did my chat completely die out, or did you guys just stop talking? Y'all are all watching intently, waiting for me to burn myself, aren't you? It's okay. You can laugh. It's fine. I get it. Really? What did you do? Piece of crap. Hey. All right. No, that or I stopped streaming. No, I'm still streaming. Okay. All right, let's see. Come on. High CPU usage. Alright, why aren't you heating up right? Is it heating up? Yeah, it's heating up. Come on. Need to get a better soldering iron. For some reason, it other. Huh. Yeah. I don't know if John's still here or not. Solar to iron C. Yeah. See, it's not doing it. That's the part that's bugging me right now. What the hell? Okay, that's... I have dead spots in the middle of my iron. Oh, there we go. These are not going to be the prettiest of solders. But they'll get the job done. Alright, so let's now take and do the cheaty part of any of this stuff. And go through and fix it. Clean it up a little bit. Go. That was better. I've got dead spots in the middle of my iron for some reason. I don't know. I'll have to fix it later. Maybe I'll grind it out. Or just go buy a new head. Or, you know, maybe I'll invest and actually get a better soldering iron for once. Don't fall. You set my office on fire and I'm going to be super pissed. Order the TS100. All right. Yeah. I've had this iron here for so long, I can't actually tell you actually when and where I got it. Flex first. Alright, so let's see if it actually does what it's supposed to do. Way back when, I've got a much better soldering iron at work. This one's pretty much crap by comparison. Dropping little balls of solder onto my desk. That's great. Yeah, with an El Cheapo one, it really doesn't matter. Yeah, I had a sponge with this before I started working with the Hypercube and doing all the rewiring that I did there. But then, me being the dumbass that I am, surprisingly enough, I didn't catch the sponge on fire. But after I got done for the day, I turned off my iron, unplugged it, was set and ready to go for the day, left my office door open, and my cat grabbed the sponge off my little stand, lost the bottom of the stand somewhere, and delivered the sponge directly to my dog, who promptly ate it. Thankfully enough, there was no lead in there, otherwise I'd have been super worried. I did take my dog to the vet immediately afterwards and have him checked anyways, just to be sure there wasn't anything fancy in his blood system. I love my printers and everything, and I like working with the electronics, but I like my dog and my cat a lot too. Ew. There we go. Alright. So if I'm lucky, that's all the soldering I'm going to have to do. Just go ahead and unplug that. That way I don't burn myself. Put this over here so it can cool down. Alright, so that's the extent of that. Now, where is my extra? Here we go. $7 on Amazon. Worth every penny. Yeah. No, I feel you. They are super expensive. And that's my problem, is I build everything on this kind of strange budget. Son of a bitch. I did it, didn't I? See, that's what you get for not paying attention. These would have worked really good for going over that if I would have remembered to sheath these beforehand, before soldering. But I didn't, so therefore I've created a giant closed loop that I can't get them around on without pulling the thermistor off. So electrical tape it is to start, and then I'll sear the whole thing. Where's my electrical tape? There it is. Okay. Yeah, that's true. I had $30 for shipping for anywhere outside the U.S. I keep forgetting that, and it's not that I'm this like self-centered prick who doesn't think about everybody else in the world. Just most of the people I end up talking to, like at work, about the different stuff I get and buy, live in the same country that I live in, so the prices are the same. So I don't think about it. I do apologize. I'm not trying to be a complete ass. I just am accidentally. The case and shrink tubing. That's the TS100? I'll not regret it. Yeah, I'm gonna look into the TS100 here as soon as I get done with this. Maybe I'll pull it up while we're talking so I can see it. Yeah. And the sad part is that it's getting worse because they just put, my shipping actually got less because I signed up for Prime, and then it got even cheaper because they put an Amazon distribution center right here in the city I live in. So now I can get same day shipping on a lot of stuff that I couldn't before, which has made me even more antisocial. Pawpaw's Projects, what's going on, bud? Alright, so that's too big. Alright, we might be able to get away with one of the smaller ones. Let's see. What color should I use? Green or red? Or blue? I have black too. Or maybe I should stick with white since the cable's white. Though it won't really matter because of... I'm going to wrap it here in a minute. Same day shipping. 1 day shipping, yeah. Just pesky Americans, man. If we can't get it now, we don't want it. That's the biggest problem. I am resoldering up the thermistor cable. I cracked the thermistor on my printer, so I ordered new ones. And I ordered, apparently the kit I ordered was a kit of 5, not a kit of 1, which is what I just thought it was 1. So since it came with 5 of much longer cable, I'm extending one of them with one of them, so that when I do my cable management, I figured I would go ahead and solder it. I put too much electrical tape on there, so I'm going to be forced to use one of the bigger ones. Why? Alright, so let's do this. Let's go down here. Whoop. Wish I had a heat gun. This would be a lot less dangerous. Not that I don't envy every chance I get to play with fire. Revel. Revel. Blech. I never shrink enough. Alright, that should be safe and secure. Alright. Now let me go get my wire wrapped real fast. I'll be right back, guys. If you're going to take the time to do all your own wiring for your printers and stuff, I feel that you should take the time to wrap your wires as well. Personal opinion. It's just an extra little bit of professionalism, in my opinion. Plus, it just makes it look really good. This stuff is really neat. It expands. It's braided cable. You can see that or not. Rover, what's going on, bud? Yeah, I use it with everything that I do. Whether I'm doing a custom computer or something like that. I actually wire sleeved water tubing inside of a computer that I water cooled, and then I ran actual LED lights into it as well, which was really neat. Yeah, I I got to do some major wire management on the clone, the i3 clone later. I could probably work on that tomorrow. If you guys want, I mean, I can drag you guys in here with me, provided we get the hyper clone up and running today. I also have to do some video editing for that build, so I can finally get those videos up. I refuse to put up any videos until the printer's actually moving. Rover, you beast, man. Just roll in and be like, yeah, everybody subscribe and stuff. You're awesome, man. Red Bite, what's going on? Just so you guys are aware, I'm going to let you guys in on a secret that I haven't told anybody yet. So if you're here and listening, you'll kind of know what's going on. I'm planning on doing a couple of printers. I'm going to build a couple more printers. They're going to be 90% printed printers. Essentially like the ones that John and Ken build, that they had at Earth, if you made it to Earth or not. But I'm going to build two. I'm going to build one for myself, and then I'm going to give the other one away on the channel. And you guys will be able to see the builds and how they go and everything like that. You'll be able to see it actually working, and whoever wins the printer is going to get it assembled, not just in pieces so that you have to put it together. And if you live close, I'll deliver it. just because I can. There's a couple of people that live fairly close to me. Not saying that they'll be the person that wins. And I'll pay for the shipping and everything like that if you're on the other side of the Great Pond or whatnot. I don't mind. I'm not going to limit it to just the people here in the U.S. But it's kind of a way of showing my support to the fans. I'm not going to advertise it very much, so you guys don't have to go around and tell everybody. It's just for the... It's just going to be the people that kind of hang out all the time are going to be the ones that are going to be eligible. If I get a big sponsored build later, then I'll do it. Then I'll like do a big contest of stuff, but I'm not really worried about it. Again, like I said last night, I'm not doing YouTube because I'm trying to make money or whatever. I'm trying to build a community of friends, people to hang out with me. Because hanging out with you guys is an extremely large amount of fun. Yeah, definitely. No, I want you guys to collab on the build with me. We're gonna design it together in AutoCAD and Fusion 360, and then I want you guys to pick out the colors you want me to use and everything like that. I've been talking with the people from M3D on their Quad Fusion printer head that does the multiple colors. So we might be able to use that as well to do the extrusions, which would be super neat. Yeah. Oh no, you could definitely rebuild the A-net into something like that. See, get some P3 steel frame for it. Yeah, Rover is a beast on giveaways, man. Nobody sees this video as he does. I enter contests from time to time, but I never win, so I normally don't bother entering. Secret, not even on my channel. I want to build a 600 by 600 by 300 with my A-net parts. That could be a little awesome. That's the P3 steel frame isn't bad. A set of electric wine bottle openers. You can re-gift them to somebody, River. I'm sure. I don't drink anything that's that fancy to open. This is the most tedious part of wire management. Just had a bottle of wine. Yeah, my in-laws are big wine drinkers, but they live in Spain. And my wife tells me it's more to the culture there than it is here. It's more of a cultural drink. I don't know. I've never been a big wine drinker. It's always been too fancy and too expensive for me. I like my beer cold and my rum with soda. I'm not an alcoholic. I actually don't drink that often. I've had the same bottle of rum for a couple of years now, and it's not even a big bottle. I just drink on occasion. I have a rum and coke every once in a while. Almost there. Almost there. Tullamore Dew is Irish whiskey from Dublin, Ireland. I've never had Tullamore Dew. I'd definitely drink it though. I think I still have family that lives in Ireland, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I think everybody's got family anymore that lives somewhere else. Well, we're up to 6 thumbs up now. I could be. They may not be hitting thumbs up because it's boring. Now 10 and 6. All right. So essentially, when you do your wire wrap, you want to make sure that you leave enough slack in there. You don't need that much, but because of all the wrapping around that I'm doing, I want to make sure that everything's connected right. I'm going to leave that much. But now I'm going to seal the ends back to the cable to make sure that they don't move anymore. Is the plan in a nutshell. Let's see. All right, so let's feed that about halfway onto there. And get my lighter. And if you want to get practice at doing this, the greatest thing to rewrap are phone cables. Ashley, what's going on? For the record, I was just giving you crap the other day when I jumped in that chat. I figured you were asleep. I jumped into 3D Matter Maker's chat, and she was in there chilling out by herself. And I was like, you didn't come see me in my stream. I was just giving you crap. Yeah, cool fire. Yep, I'm playing with fire. Doing some cable management for the Hypercube. See, that's gonna be too small to get on there. Yep, too small. Let's see, do I have another size? Nope. Damn. Maybe the white one's just a little bit bigger. Yeah, that might work. Alright, so let's do that. Then we'll come to the end here. And you should burn the ends of your braided cable so it doesn't fray like this. But I forgot because I was in a hurry. But I'm sealing it up with this, so it should be fine. All right. Hot. Oh, you watch my streams anyways because you've been subbed. I know. Alright. So let's jump over to the other camera, shall we? Do I have the other camera set up, maybe? Boop. Maybe? No? Are you not there? Let me buy. Did I put you under design, maybe? Nope. Alright. Hang on. Let's... Alright, so let's set up the other scene while you guys are here. Let's do camera 2. We'll do that one kind of like that. And we'll add in the YouTube chat viewer for sake of argument. And then we'll add in the other camera. And I know a lot of people use different stuff for editing and whatnot. I use XSplit personally. Not that there's a massive difference between the... What's up? So I can stare at my pretty face. The thing that kids get nightmares over, I'll tell you. I have a face for radio. That's what this is. Alright. So let's stare at the side of my head, shall we? Hi, by red light. And I'm gonna run maybe back if you're still on. Hey, Carrie. Yeah, bud. Yeah, I'm gonna be on for a little bit longer. I'm not sure exactly how much. Alright, you know what? I don't need my headphones. No. Alright, so let's see. So what we're going to do is... So essentially, this being the V6 hot end, let's go ahead and loosen this up. Let's take the main cord. Can you guys see her? My big fat finger's in the way. Actually, I haven't even switched sides yet. Look at that. Alright, let's see. Do this. Oh, come on. You gotta make me log in again? That should have added that, and then poof, there we go. Did it? There it is. Alright. Cool, good. Alright. So my camera is like right here. I'm gonna try to do this so that my fat fingers aren't in the way the entire time. But this is the V6 hot end. Well, it's a V6 hot end clone. So essentially what you want to do with this, and I don't know what your experience is, but I'm going to loosen this all the way out. You want to make sure that the ceramic end goes in here. You want to put your cables underneath the screw, like so, and then tighten it into place. But don't torque it down too much, because if you actually put pressure on these wires here, you'll actually make the thermistor read wrong. It reads that pressure real funny. I don't know if any of you've ever encountered stuff like that before, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and plug this in down there in hopes that I can, let's find this out. Wow, that snapped. Alright, that was fun. It's going to turn around and bite me later. Alright, let's do this. That on there. Unwind you. Let's see, at GeekDig, I have a request. Replace that Doctor Who poster with a Hackers poster. I'll tell you what. If you can find me a Hackers poster, straight up, you send me a Hackers poster, and I will take it. I will take that Doctor Who poster down, and I will put up a Hackers poster. I'm not even kidding. If you can find me one, then I will put it up there. And for the record, I have Avengers on the other side. You just can't see it. Alright, so let's move the camera. Nobody vomit. That'd be bad. Alright. So now we can see. Move that so I don't lose it. It's like Plague from Hackers. Your favorite celebrity look-alike. I'm just glad you say Plague from Hackers, man. I've been called a lot of different people. I've been told I look like a lot of different people. Plague, I mean, probably isn't the greatest, but it's a hell of a lot better than being told I look like Bono. Which is essentially like someone telling you to eat shit or something. Couldn't believe somebody told me I look like Bono once. Alright, so let's unplug this. That's the extruder. Alright, let's pull that out of there. Move that out of the way. Let's go ahead and plug you in. Right there. I can't see. Roll the Hypercube to the side. Alright. Can you guys see? Can you see anything? The Plague was an awesome character. Alright. So we're going to plug this in real fast. And see if I didn't completely botch the whole wire up. Which is always a possibility. Alright, so there's that. Plug the Hypercube back in. And then turn it up. The hot end is reading at 25 degrees. It's beautiful. Alright. Oh, shit. Oh, so much for getting away with not having to move it again. I put it on the outside of the bar. Like an idiot. Alright. So let's go ahead and do this. Pull that like that. Put you up there. And on the bonus side, I didn't electrocute myself today. But to be fair, not that I want to electrocute myself, I would much rather electrocute myself with 110 instead of 220. Alright. So that's that. Okay. So that's hooked up correctly. Let's come up here. Let's tilt you guys up so that you can kind of see what I'm doing. It's not a great angle. Maybe this is a better angle. Stare at my ceiling for a second. You guys seeing anything at all? Okay, there we go. Alright. So, we're going to snap some wires. And just came out of my... He looked like a mix between Brad Pitt and David Beckham. That's funny, Rubber. So let me snap all these zip ties. And I know that I could just use a knife and unloosen these zip ties, but I buy them in bulk and I don't have the fine motor control left to stick a knife in there. It takes me forever to do that, so I'm just gonna snap them. So I do apologize for anybody's over enthusiastic want to save zip ties. I do apologize if I have offended you. Yeah, 220 stings quite a bit. Reassemble the hot end. We'll put the hot end back in place real fast before we get too far into this. That way we know it's lined up correctly. Swing you around. I know, poor choice of angles, I think. I need to get a better camera setup if I'm going to do stuff like this. Because I could imagine seeing me working on something outside of your view has got to be, like, extremely awkward. Because it's awkward for me. I need to get rid of this. Because it's going to bug me. Remount that. ties. Woohoo! The IRC days. Yeah. Alright, so let's do this. Zip ties tightening down. That's got to be one of my more favorite sounds. Does that make me weird? This is one of those precursors of saying, like, you might be a psychopath if you like the sound of zip ties. I don't think it makes me a psychopath. All right. 9:45. Damn it, I'm running out of time. This took a lot longer than I thought it was going to. But, to be fair, I have really enjoyed talking with everybody. So, that's been really nice. I really enjoy hanging out with everybody. It's cool. Okay, let's see. I need to order better zip ties. These ones are green. They're going to stand out really bad compared to the black and red theme. And I've got to reprint all my pieces because I printed them out in blue PLA. I want to reprint them in either red PETG or maybe some black carbon fiber, because obviously carbon fiber won't come in any other color. Teardrop boring users. Jeez. The IRC days. Ooh, let's knock everything to the floor at once. That'd be great. Let's make sure that my wire management is good and that I don't have a lot of extra cable laying around. Go fast, and then we'll try to kick this thing up and get it running. How about that? Poor video angle again. I'm sorry, guys. Tight angle that needs tight motor control, and I just don't have it. Did you lock? Alright, good enough for Walmart work. Alright, let's turn this puppy around. Can actually do stuff. Ta-da! Let's see. Let's kick it up. Running. That's good. That's a better angle than what I was using before. Alright, let's see. Let's take the bed up. Let's check all my sensors. If I have to rewire this proximity sensor, I'm going to be super angry about it. My bed is dirty. I just want you to kick out filament and move in the right direction. That's all I want. One time. Now the sensor's not working at all. What the okay, there it is. But that's not nearly high enough, so let's back the sensor down a bit. I'm thinking about updating the sensor, maybe get one of the bed level sensors or something. Like I'd hate to go to the pin though. Maybe I'll just upgrade it to an in stop, which I know sounds like a downgrade. Too excited. Now it's 2 at night, but I can't sleep because it's too exciting because I'm getting computer parts tomorrow to upgrade my computer. Kind of feels like it's Christmas tomorrow. Christmas in July! I agree. New hardware day is always a good day. Though new hardware day isn't until September, I don't think. It's a national geek holiday that I think I'm the only geek that celebrates it. I've destroyed more fans by sticking my fingers in them than I think I have by them actually like breaking under their own accord. You guys still hear me okay? Sorry about that. See, stuck my finger in the fan again. Not that you guys can see that because my giant logo's in the way. Gold leader number 7. How's it going, bud? Alright, so that's mounted. Is that lined up? Are we lined up? Oh, come on, turn on, you stupid sensor. There we go. Sensor on, sensor off, sensor on. Sensor off, that might be right. Let's go ahead and try to line up the bed. Here's hoping I get a good print. All I want it to do is print one time good. And I'll be super happy about it. Then I can freaking move on. Start editing the videos and get the videos up for this. Okay. Back here in the back. So it's 9:53. All right, let's do prepare. y'all can join me for this momentous occasion. And let's auto home. I think it was hauling ass. Did you see that? It was moving really fast. Alright. Let's do... Then for sake of argument, I know it's not going to do what I want it to do. So let's go to tune. And we're going to turn the bed down. All the way. Because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to test the movement. So let's get the nozzle. Whoop. You know, set you down before I make everybody sick. Wow, really? Are we just cracking apart now? Did I get too dry? It must have. Oh boy. So there we go. And the nozzle. Come on, come on. Get there in time. Really? Now where are you getting stuck at? Come on, really? You're definitely heating up. I can hear you heating up. Well, here's hoping the movement's right. We'll find out in a second. Well, the movement's right, for the most part. I might need to adjust a few things. Alright, well, let's kick back over here. Alrighty, guys. Well, I have to run up and get the wife from work. And get rid of some of the animals that I have. Stop messing around anymore with that hot end. Yeah, I think it's old filament. It's really dried out. But it shouldn't be that old because it was just opened up the other day. Or it could have been the roll that was set up. But this has actually been away from the desktop packs for almost 2 weeks. But if it's gone fragile that fast, I don't think it's been that insanely bad in here. I'll have to check it. But yeah, I think I'm going to call it here, guys. I really enjoyed hanging out with all of you. It was super fun. Probably tomorrow or the next day. I'm not sure. if you guys want me to stream tomorrow, I'll stream tomorrow. And instead of working on the printer, what we can do is probably get into some Fusion 360. Maybe do some design work. I want you guys to help me design a few projects that I'm going to put together and build. Uncle Ron, you're showing up and I'm getting ready to leave. How's it going, bud? I mean, if you guys want to hang out, I mean, it's going to take me about 15 minutes to run up and get the wife, and I'll be back, but it'll be super boring, and then you won't have much to do. And I'd hate to leave you guys just sit like that. I hate doing that. That's alright. There's a whiskey made in Iceland. Huh. Yeah, I'll see you guys the next time. Maybe I'll stream tomorrow and we'll do some design work together. I have plans to get wood for the original, for the first project I'm working on. I think I can show you guys that real fast. Let's pop over here. For those of you who weren't here yesterday, I'll give you guys a sneak peek. So this is the project that I'm working on right now. This is the giant maker coin that I'm making for Earth. See that? Now, this is actually, I want to say that, let's do a sketch real fast to kind of figure out exactly how big this thing is. Yeah, it's almost 42 inches wide. This thing's going to be huge. I'm going to build this entire thing out of paper. Or, not out of paper, out of wood. And inside the center of it is where I'm going to put all of the all the maker coins that I got are going to go in there. But yeah, guys, I had a lot of fun hanging out with all of you. And I'll see you guys the next time I stream, okay? It's awesome.